Hey there, LinkedIn and Facebook and YouTube. I'm streaming to all three right now for this pop-up LinkedIn Live and live on those other platforms as well. They're all very important. And this is, again, a pop-up just to give you some bite-sized training regarding LinkedIn profiles and how to make your LinkedIn profile irresistible, because you can. And I'm going to be talking about that. And this will be pretty short, but if you're watching, please let me know. Just say something in the comments where you're watching from. Give me a like, give me any type of reaction. But I do want to know that you're there, that you're watching. And also, if you have any questions, like what are your biggest questions about your LinkedIn profile? Maybe right now you feel your profile is pretty boring and it's not very catchy. And it's important, if you're on LinkedIn, you need to have an irresistible profile. It doesn't matter if you're in job search mode or not, because by having an irresistible profile, you are sharing the value that you bring to future employers, or if you're even a consultant on the work that you do, that's how you bring value. But you also bring value in other ways from being on a team. But again, it's important for you to have an irresistible profile that gets that across. So I am monitoring the pages right now just to see the different platforms, just to see if there are any comments, and I will keep an eye on it too, just be on the lookout for any questions. Okay, so the biggest thing is for your LinkedIn profile, you have to have a profile picture. I still see a lot of profiles on LinkedIn where someone doesn't have a picture, and it's who you are. You should have your picture on there. And also your picture should take 60% of the frame. And if you can have a pop of color in the background, that makes your profile picture just more attractive. If you can get a professional headshot done, that is the best thing to do. I know a lot of times people are trying to take selfies, and when you can get a professional headshot done, I highly encourage you to do that, because it just makes your profile look more well put together, and it helps you, again, to have an irresistible profile picture, an overall profile. And then also the banner photo that's in your LinkedIn profile. So that's that big background uh, photo. Don't use the standard template that LinkedIn provides. Use something that communicates about you visually. That's important as well, and that gets you across visually to the reader. So those are some things to make your profile, again, more irresistible. You want people to be drawn into your profile and to linger and to look at it. And why is this important? Why should you even care about your LinkedIn profile? Well, LinkedIn is a great tool. It helps you so much in your career, and there's still a lot of people who are not utilizing it, and maybe they don't have a need to utilize it. But if you just took 5 minutes a day to start utilizing it and to really use it to help you in your career to get to where you want to go, it should be a part of your career strategy. And this is for everybody. Again, and it doesn't matter if you are in job search mode or not. Where is your career where you want it to be? If it's not, or even if it is, maybe you could still be better by really leveraging LinkedIn as part of your career plan. So that is something for you to consider is, are you really fully using LinkedIn as part of your career plan? It's a great way to help others and show your value and to be connecting with people. So this little bite of information or training information is not just information. I want to encourage you to take action. You could have all the information in the world, right? But it's going to be worthless if you don't take action on it. You need to take action. All right, Christine, what are you talking about? This is what I mean. You need to block out only 5 minutes a day to, you can start with your LinkedIn profile. You really should start with that. Okay. So if you haven't looked at it in a while, make that your first action that you do with LinkedIn. So take 5 minutes a day to look at your LinkedIn profile and to really look at it and say, is this where I want it to be? Does this really communicate my value as a professional, right? And then make notes, like what are the things that you want to add? What are the things that you want to delete? What are those edits that you want to make? So that's part of it. But even the bigger question is two big questions. Number one, who is your target audience? And that really would flow from, what do you want in your career? Are you where you want to be in your career? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? And then after you answer that question, who is your target audience? Who are the people that are going to help you get to that desired destination? They are your target audience. So then with them in mind, how can you provide value to them? What is it in your background, in your skill set? What is it that maybe you're not conveying right now in your profile and you need to? So those are some things for you to consider. Have you written an article on LinkedIn? That's a great way to share your value with others. LinkedIn wants you to share your knowledge, and LinkedIn makes it super easy to write an article. And then when someone comes to your LinkedIn profile, they'll see that you'll have a featured article. Now you can write more than one article. That would be even better. However, I thought that it only features the one article. So that's something as well to help make your profile irresistible. You want the other factor that makes your profile irresistible is when you have, even though I'm talking about you, what is your value? Okay. Getting back to your target audience and the reader, what is it that they need? It really should be more about them than you. So put them first. What is it that they need? What's the value that they need? If you are in job search mode and you're looking for an employee position, who are those employers that you're targeting? And what's the value that they need? What are they looking for? And by you providing that value, communicating that value in your LinkedIn profile, your profile is irresistible because you are providing information to them. You're being of service, you're being helpful. So again, those are some things for you to keep in mind. How, again, think of them. We're always so focused. Oh, my profile is about me. But if you flip it and make it about your target audience and what do they need? What are their struggles? Like if I'm an accountant and I'm very experienced in doing the month-end close and various different accounting systems. I've worked with 5 different accounting systems. There are most likely employers. Maybe there is an employer right now that's going from one accounting system to a new one, and they need to staff up. And they need someone who's really strong from a technical standpoint with various accounting systems, or maybe even just one, whatever it is. But again, you have to think of the target audience. What do they need? And then that's what you're highlighting, because that's the value. You need to show them the value, how you can help them, how you can be of service to them. So again, that should help. And then even in your headline, look at your headline. So when you're taking that 5 minutes a day to look at your LinkedIn profile, you're going to look at it, and maybe after just 5 minutes, you know what the changes are that you need to make. But you also have to ask yourself those bigger questions of, where do I want to go in my career? What's my plan 1 year from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now? And there may be twists and turns, that's fine, but you should have a plan. You wouldn't go on vacation without having a plan. I hope you wouldn't, or at least some basic plan. You shouldn't be doing that with your career. You need to have a plan for your career as well. So answer that bigger question of what your career plan is, and then how are you going to get there? What type of employers or companies do you want to work with to help you get there, to be a part of? Like, what kind of, maybe it's in healthcare, you want to add healthcare experience to your portfolio. What's that target audience then? What healthcare companies are you targeting? So that's important. And then I'm going to be back on here again for another small bite size of training here. But I'm promoting, what I'm doing is I'm doing these LinkedIn Lives to tell you about my more in-depth training that I'm doing. So, and I'm just going to share this really quick with you, because I want you to come, I want you to attend. So there's 2 trainings. One is on the 27th, and then one is on the 28th. So why am I having trouble sharing this? Let's see. Oh dear, I can't share it now. That's not good. Well, anyway, I'll just tell you about it. For some reason, I'm having trouble sharing it. But anyway, the one on the 27th is going to be on LinkedIn Live at 12 p.m. So right around this time. And then the second session is a lot more in depth. It is a private Zoom training, and it's $17. And there is a short application too for that, but it's really in depth to get your LinkedIn profile to where it needs to be. And you're going to want to save your receipt for that, because really, if your LinkedIn profile is the starting point, it really is. If you are on LinkedIn, you need to have your profile irresistible. And I have updates that I need to do on my LinkedIn profile. That's the other thing. It's not one and done. You have to regularly review it, because you're moving forward in your career. And as you move forward in your career, your LinkedIn profile needs to reflect that. That is it for my learning bite right now. And I need some water, and I need to move on to some other things. But I'll be back on here at 3 o'clock. Yeah, 3 o'clock. And I look forward to seeing you then with another learning bite regarding your LinkedIn profile. And we're talking about your career, your LinkedIn profile, and bias. How does bias impact you in your career? Bias can be like a hurdle to overcome, but you can overcome it. All right, I'll talk to you then, and take care. Bye.